j is equal to 10. For all these three statements, we are considering j is equal to 10. These all statements are separate. They are not followed with each other. त्या एकमेकांशी त्यांचा काहीही संबंध नाही. एक नंबर 2 3 and 4. Okay, these are totally different. They don't have any relation with each other. Now when this statement is executed, printf slash n percentage dj, this indicates go to the next line. Percentage d, print one number, which number? The number which is present in j. The number which is present in j, value of j is 10, so this will print 10. If we consider this statement, okay, if we consider this statement, printf slash n, go to the next line, percentage d, print one number, plus plus j. So plus plus is present before j. Okay, so use of j is to print the number, but plus plus is present before, so it will increment value of j first. So j becomes 11 and this will print 11. Now here, when it comes here, printf slash n, go to the next line, percentage d, print one number, which number? That is number of j. Here j plus plus is there, so it will print value of j, that is 10, and after printing, value of j will be incremented by 1 after printing. In exam, you will get question like this. In exam, you will get question like this. Okay. Now here, printf slash n. 1 minute. YouTube open download video. Okay. Sorry for the disturbance. Now here, we want to print 4 numbers. I will keep this mobile in a hand so that I will admit the students now. आता तर धरतो म्हणजे मुलं ऍडमिट करता येतील मला सारखं पुढं करायची गरज नाही. Okay, so this indicates we want to print 4 numbers. Okay, so here this indicates you want to print 4 numbers, and this is given here with combination of j and j plus plus. Remember this, in this situation, computer always prints the number from right to left. Computer always prints the number from right to left. Okay. Now what is right number? Plus plus j. Value of j was 10, or value of j is 10. Plus plus j. This indicates increment value of j by 1, so value of j becomes 11. So it will print 11 over here. Remember this, it will print 11 over here. Then what is next number? Plus plus j. So again j is incremented, it becomes 12 and it prints 12 here. Then it comes here, j. So this will print value of j directly, that is 12. And then it will come here j plus plus, it will print value of j and value of j will be incremented by 1. Like this, it prints the value. So answer will be 12, 12, 12, 11, 11. Check this. check whether you have any problem. I will take one more example for your understanding. For your better understanding, I will take one more example. This is 25 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because you have given 5% D, that means you want to print 5 numbers. What is value of J? So value of J is 10. Value of J is 10. So it starts printing from last time. What is this? Plus J. Plus J, it increments value of J by 1. It makes it as 11 and it will print here 11. On the last side it will print 11. Then previous is J plus plus. So J plus plus indicates print value of J and then increment value of J by 1. So this will become now 12. It prints the number and then it increments the number by 1. Then it will come here. J. This will print value of J only. So value of J is 12. So this will print 12. Then it will come back to this. J plus plus. J plus plus indicates increment value of J by 1. It will become 13 and then print it. So this will print 13. And then again previous number plus J. So again it will increment value of J 14 and then it will print value 14. Check this.
So how 13?
Okay, I will explain you one more time. No problem. Okay, no problem. J is 10. Okay, we want to print 5 numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is last one? Plus J. So this will increment it by 1. 11. So it will print 11 only. Okay. Then again J plus plus. So J plus plus, it will print value of J, it increments by 1, it becomes 12. Then value of J, so this will print 12. Then you are okay. J plus plus, okay. J plus plus, it increments, it indicates use value of J and then increment by 1. Yes. And then J plus plus, it becomes 14 and then 14. Yes, my mistake. Yes. Good. I think you understand this. Now. Clear? Remember this because they will ask you this type of question. Any doubt in this? price. Initially A is 10, B is 20, or you take it over here as the next statement 20. C is equal to A plus B. Okay, A plus B. So this part is separate, this part is separate. So here A that means use value of A, then increment value of A. This is plus B, increment value of B, then use it. So first of all, it will make value of B as 21. Then it makes addition with A. So C becomes 31. And then it increments value of A by 1. So this becomes 11. And now this will give you 11, 21, 31. Simple. A is minus 4. A is minus 4 and B is 5. A is minus 4 and B is 5. Anybody? Okay, now we will see. A is minus 4, B is minus 5. C equal to B minus A. Now this minus A means it decrements value of A by 1. Okay. This decrements value of A by 1 means A becomes minus 5. And then B minus 5. So it becomes B plus 5. So this becomes 10. So this gives minus 5, 5 and 10. is -1, B is 1. This is allowed. This is allowed. It is not compulsory that we have to use relational operators only for the condition, like in if, in for, in while, or in do while. Greater than, equal to, less than, equal to, and not equal to. We can use this in assign statement also. Okay. So value of A is -1, value of B is 1. It will check here C equal to A plus plus greater than B plus plus. Now here plus plus is present after the A and after the B. So first of all it will compare value of A and B, whether value of A is greater than B. Now in this case value of A is not greater than B, so this will return 0 and value of C becomes 0. And then it increments value of A becomes 0, then it will increment value of B becomes 2. So this will give you 0 to 0. So this will always return 1 or 0. If condition is satisfied, it will return 1. If condition is not satisfied, it will return 0. What will be the output of this program? Hi. Sagaini, hi, Bilal. But it is wrong. Ata hello, Dilo. Hi. Naitra hello. Now, how it executes? A is greater than B, greater than C. 40 is greater than 20, greater than 15. So it sorts from left to right. 40 is greater than 20. Yes, condition is satisfied. What I told you in previous example. This will return either 0 or 1. So condition is satisfied. So this will return 0. And 0 is greater than 15. No, condition is not satisfied. This will return 0. And here it becomes if 0. It will come here, it will give you hello. Clear? Value of B is 14. Sorry, here semicolon is required. Value of B is 14. Value of C is 20. And value of B is 20 and value of C is greater than 15. So it will become 40 greater than 20 greater than 15. So it solves from left to right. Relational operator greater than equal to, less than equal to and not equal to. They all returns either 0 or 1. Okay. So it will check this whether 40 is greater than 20. Yes, condition is satisfied. So this returns 1. And then 1 gets compared with 15. Whether 1 is greater than 15, like this. So that 1 is greater than 15? No, condition is not satisfied. So this will return 0. And now this becomes if 0. And because of this evaluates to 0, it will go to the else, this will print hello. Forty is greater than 20? Yes. So this will return 1. 1 is greater than 15? No. So this will return 0. मागाची माझ्यामध्ये 0 लिहिलं होतं. Sorry, this चुकून झालं. This is 1. So 1 is greater than 15? No. So this will return 0. And when it becomes 0, it will come here. In if it is if else, whenever you are using if else, if brackets evaluates to 0, if bracket evaluates to 0, it will execute else part. In rest all cases, it will execute if part. Henceforth, in any programming, remember this, in any programming language, whenever this brackets evaluates to 0, your compiler will go to execute else part. In rest all cases, it will execute if part. I think this is clear now. Clear? Okay. ठीक है. अथर्व बा आता लेट आलायस. लेट एंट्री झाली क्लासरूम मध्ये. Check this. Now what will be the output? आता high. Now it is high. A is equal to 0. If plus A, that means A is incremented by 1. So it becomes 1. It becomes if 1. Yes, high. Now in this case it gives you high because A is incremented, it becomes 1. So this will become if in bracket it becomes 1. कोणा काय प्रॉब्लेम आहे का समजायला? हाय का देतो तो? Why it is giving high? Any problem? Okay. Now what will happen? Tell me. Now also it gives high because A is equal to 0. It will come here minus A. So A becomes -1. So this becomes if -1. That is, this is non-zero. So it will go to execute if. Remember this. Minus A makes value of A as -1. And when within a condition, if it is non-zero, it will always go to execute if part. And when it is a 0, it will go to execute else part. हे जर का असं असतं समजा, मग तो else ला गेला असता. Because this is 1, if minus A becomes 0, and when it becomes 0, it will go to execute hello. Check this. Now, if suppose it was, or suppose if it is like this, 0, A equal to 0, if A plus plus. So plus is present after the A. So it will compare A first. If A, value of A is 0, so this becomes 0. So it will print hello. And it increments value of A by 1. Value of A becomes 1. So in this case, it will check A is 0 or not. So A is 0. So it is decided to go to the else. It increments value of A and then it print. Clear? Any doubt? This is just a confusing. But if you know how if works, how a plus 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 a works, then it is very easy to solve the question. Now, the question comes like this. Okay, first of all, we will say it easy. Like this. This is allowed. This is allowed. So it just take value of A or B and then it decides what to do. Double vertical bar. We will be solving this first with double vertical bar and then we will solve with single vertical bar. Now initially we will solve with double vertical bar. Value of A is 1. Value of B is -1. Okay. We have condition 1, condition 2. This is one condition or condition 2. A is if A. This will check value of A, whether it is 0 or 1. Now this is 1, that means condition 1 is satisfied. Condition 1 is satisfied. Or is there, or means if any one condition is satisfied, execute if part. And first condition is satisfied, so it won't go to check second condition. This will print high. This will print high. Then will come here, it will print value of A and B. So this will print 1 and -1. It checks only first condition. As first condition is satisfied, value of A is non-zero. That means condition is satisfied. It will execute each part and then it goes to execute next part of the program. Now instead of double vertical bar, if we have this single vertical bar, suppose instead of double vertical bar, if we have this single vertical bar, value of A is 1, value of B is -1. It will come here. If A, this is non-zero, yes, condition 1 is satisfied. It will check condition 2 also. B is non-zero, yes, B is non-zero, so condition 2 is also satisfied. It will give you high. It will come here, printf slash n percentage A comma B. So this will print 1 and -1. So here the output will remain same. Okay, output same, there is no change. Now this is clear. Any doubt in this? काय हे नाहीच आहे म्हणजे शंका येण्यासारखं काय नाही आहे, हे इझी आहे. Okay. Now we will do slightly modification. Now we will try to solve with the help of double vertical bar and single vertical bar. A is 1, B is -1. It will come here. If A and then plus plus is afterwards, that means it will check first A. Condition 1 is satisfied. Yes. Increment value of A. A becomes 2. A becomes 2. Okay. Now, as it is OR and first condition is satisfied, means shortcut OR. This is called a shortcut OR. It won't check second condition. It will print high and will print value of A and B. 2 and -1. Instead of double vertical bar, if we use single vertical bar, which is a logical if, A is 1, B is -1, it will check condition A. First condition is A, that is A is non-zero. Yes, condition 1 is satisfied. It will increment value of A, value of A becomes 2. Then it will check second condition, B plus plus, that is B. B is non-zero. Yes, condition 2 is satisfied. It increments value of B, value of B becomes 0. Then it checks what to do. Condition 1, condition 2. Both conditions are satisfied. As this is OR, if any one is satisfied, it will execute if part. This will print high and this will print 2 and 0. This is the difference between shortcut OR and logical OR. This is called the logical OR and this is shortcut OR. This is why shortcut, it goes on checking the conditions, and if any one condition is satisfied, it won't check remaining conditions. It will directly execute if part and then it continues next part of the program. जो all ज्या काही मेंशन केलेल्या कंडिशन्स त्या चेक करत नाही, तो लेफ्ट टू राइट चेक करायला सुरुवात करतो. It will start checking from left to right. When any one condition is get satisfied, it stops over there. It forgets about remaining conditions. It will execute if part and then it will continue with next part of the program. This case won't happen with OR, that is logical OR. It will check all the conditions compulsory. It will check all the conditions, and after checking all the conditions, it takes the decision. It checks whether any one condition is satisfied. If any one condition is satisfied, it starts checking from left to right. Whether first condition is satisfied, yes, it will directly execute if part. But initially, it will check all the conditions. It keeps the track which is satisfied, which is not satisfied. And if any one is satisfied, it executes if part. Then it will continue with next part of the program. This is the difference between shortcut if, shortcut logical operator and regular logical operator. Same case happens with double ampersand and single ampersand. Same is there. Case remains the same. So whenever it is single, it will try to check all the conditions and then it takes decision. Clear? हे लक्षात ठेवणं गरजेचं आहे. दिस इज मस्ट, कारण का एक्झाम मध्ये असे प्रश्न असतात. Clear? R equal to 0, R is less than 5, R plus plus, print f slash n high. So this will print high 5 times. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. When it becomes 5, it will come out of the loop. If you have any problem, Please type it in chat box because I cannot hear you. Netra has asked some question. Where is if a plus 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 b? So you try to solve it, okay? Because at b plus plus, it making b as 0. A plus plus, it makes a as, it will consider a as 1, and then it becomes 2, and plus plus b, it increments first b, it becomes 0. But value of a is positive other than 0, so it will execute if part. R is equal to 5, R is greater than 0, R minus minus. Value of R becomes 5 greater than 0, yes, it will print high. R minus minus. Value of R becomes 4 greater than 0, yes, it will print high. R minus minus, R becomes 3 greater than 0, yes. Like this it will go, simple. But for the exam point of view, अरे बाळा
Hello?
हे चालू आहे स्पीकर फोन. This is possible. This is possible. R equal to 5, R is greater than 0, and expression 3 is missing. So here what happens? R is equal to 5. Greater than 0, yes, print f slash and go to the next line. Percentage D, print one number, which number? The number which is present in R. So it will print 5, R minus minus. R becomes 4. It will go to check expression 3. Expression 3 is missing. R is greater than 0. Yes, it is greater than 0. Print f slash n. Percentage D, it will print value of R. It becomes 4. And R minus minus. It becomes 3. Then it comes here, expression 3 is missing. R is greater than 0. Yes, this will print 3. Like this it will go on. When it becomes 0, it is greater than 0. No, it will come out of the loop. मुलं काय करतात? हे एक्सप्लेन 3 नाही, याचा अर्थ अनएंडिंग लूप. असं कधी असत नाही. It is not compulsory that your expression 3 must be present. It is not compulsory. Now where expression 3 is present? Here. Print and modify. And then what is required in for loop? The variable which we are using for the condition, we have to modify value of that variable compulsory. Now if this case is not there, suppose if it is like this, then R is 5 greater than 0, yes, this will print 5, no expression 3. R is greater than 0, yes, this will print 5, no expression 3. R is greater than 0, yes. Now in this case, this goes unending because we are not modifying value of R. But now if it is like this, it modifies value of R. So at the end, why we use expression 3? We use expression 3 to modify the value of the variable which we are using for the condition. How you modify it depends upon your programming situation. So here I am printing it and then again I am modifying it. So this works. Also, it works like this also. This is also possible. So integer R equal to 5, we declare variable R, we give initial value as 5. For expression 1 is missing, semicolon, R is greater than 5. So whatever value of R before for loop, it takes as the initial value. Initial value of R is 5. Greater than 0, yes. This will go. Clear? एक्झाम मध्ये असं असत नाही. एक्झाम मध्ये हे असं असतं. Like this. आणि आपण बरीच मुलं या केसमध्ये सिंटॅक्स एरर म्हणून रिकाम होतो. मोस्ट ऑफ द स्टुडंट्स की ज्यांना ही गोष्ट माहीत नसते, आता जी लेक्चर अटेंड करतात त्यांना काय प्रश्न आहे त्यांना कळेल, तर ज्यांना ही गोष्ट माहीत नसते ती सर्व मुलं हा प्रोग्राम एरर म्हणून डिक्लेअर करतात. पहिली गोष्ट, देयर इज नो एक्सप्रेशन 1, देयर इज नो एक्सप्रेशन 2, सॉरी एक्सप्रेशन 3, and instead of expression 2 condition we have used only r. No condition is given, so it will be considered as an error, but this is not error. R is equal to 5, so value of r is 5. Expression 1 is missing, this is a condition, so it will check whether value of r is non-zero. Yes, value of r is non-zero, so it will remain into the loop. Printf /n percentage r, so it will print 5, r minus minus, value of r becomes 4. Expression 3 is missing, r is non-zero, yes it is non-zero, so this will print 4, r minus minus 3, non-zero, yes. When it becomes 0, it will come here. R is non-zero, no it is 0, so it will come out of the loop. So in for loop also, whenever there is expression 2 as a condition, it will evaluate the condition, but when it is a variable, it will repeat till your value of variable becomes a 0, and when it becomes 0, it will come out of the loop. Remember this is very important. So when this value becomes 0, when value of r becomes 0, it will come out of the loop, otherwise it will remain into the loop. Clear? Now this plus plus, इनफायनाइट लूप असं सगळ्यांनी मेन्शन केलं आहे. आणि तुला काय मेन्शन करायचं आहे? मी म्हटलं इनफायनाइट लूप हा आन्सर चुकीचा आहे, तर इनफायनाइट लूप हे आन्सर मी जर का चुकीचं आहे म्हटलं तर five, 6, dot, dot, dot. That is also infinite loop. No. Okay. R is 5. Expression 1 is missing. R is non-zero. Yes. Value of R is non-zero. Printf. Now while doing this, when you are practicing at home, don't give this /n because it goes on printing on same line. Percentage D. So this will print 5. R plus plus, value of R becomes 6. R is 0, no. So this will print 6. R plus plus, it becomes 7. R is non-zero, yes. This will be 7. This will become 8 now. Like this it goes on 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. At one time it reaches through 3, 2, 7, 6, 0. So this will print 3, 2, 7, 6, 0. It is incremented by 1. 3, 2, 7, 6, 1. It will print 3, 2, 7, 6, 1. This will become 3, 2, 7, 6, 2. 3, 2, 7, 6, 3. 4, 5, 6. 3, 2, 7, 6, 6. Then it becomes 3, 2, 7, 6, 7. Then it becomes 3, 2, 7, 6, 8. And this is out of integer range. This value is out of integer range. Whenever it is a variable is integer, its value remains minus 3, 2, 7, 6, 8 to plus 3, 2, 7, 6, 7. And this becomes greater than 3, 2, 7, 6, 7. So it takes negative value. So this will be converted to the minus 32768. Whenever you declare any variable as the integer, its value starts from 0, means value is 0 to 32767, then minus 32768 to again 0. So it will rotate from minus 32768 to plus 32767 within this range only. या रेंजच्या बाहेर व्हॅल्यू जात नाही. या केसमध्ये रेंजच्या बाहेर व्हॅल्यू गेलेली आहे. So compiler automatically transfers to the negative side and this value becomes minus 32768. Then now this will print minus 32768 and now it is incremented by 1. Now when it is incremented by 1, it becomes minus 32767. When it is incremented by 1, it becomes minus 32766. Again when it is incremented by 1, it becomes minus 32765. Like this it will go on. And at one place it becomes minus 4. It is 0. No, it will print minus 4. It becomes minus 3. 0, no. Then minus 2, minus 1. And when it becomes 0, it will come out of the loop. So this program prints the number from 5 to 32767. And then minus 32768 to minus 1. And when it becomes 0, it will come out of the loop. Remember this. This is important. It will print up to minus 1. It prints minus 1 and it incremented by 1, it becomes 0. And when it comes to 0, it will come out of the loop. हे समझना गरजेचं आहे. Now, up to this stage, we have seen only integer number. But we have unsigned integer also. We have unsigned integer number also. When you declare a variable as an integer, value may be positive, value may be negative. So it ranges minus 32768 to plus 32767. But when you declare number as an unsigned integer, it is always positive number, and it ranges from 0 to 65535. It ranges from 0 to 65535. Now, if we execute this program, check what will be the output. Try this. Yes, बाळांनो, काय काय कळायचं बंद झालं का? झोप आली सगळ्यांना? It starts from 1. This will print 1, it becomes 2. It will print 2, it becomes 3. Like this, it will go up to 65535. And after printing 65535, it becomes 0. Because after this, when value of r becomes 65535, and when it is incremented by 1, it becomes 65536. And which is beyond the range, so it makes automatically as a 0, and this will come out of the loop. This is also allowed. This is also allowed. या अशा प्रकारच्या सगळ्या प्रोग्राम मध्ये एक आन्सर फक्त एरर असतं, सिंटॅक्स एरर किंवा कंपायलेशन एरर किंवा लॉजिकल एरर वगैरे. ठीक आहे. अँड जनरली दॅट आन्सर विल युअर चॉईस ए और चॉईस बी. परंतु अशामध्ये कधी एरर असत नाही, फक्त वरती काय असतं तुम्हाला कन्फ्युजन करण्यासाठी. बघा याचा आन्सर काय आहे बघा. काय कोणीतरी सांगा. हा एक कोणीतरी सांगितलं. श्वेता, जहीद, अनुष्का, नेहा, शुभम. ओके. R is -1. It will come here for R plus plus. R plus plus means it will check first value of R and then it increments. Value of R is -1, which is non-zero. That means it will remain into the loop. Okay. And then it increments value of R by 1, it becomes 0. Printf %r. What is value of R? 0. So this will print 0. Then it will come here. Expression 3 is missing. R plus plus. It will check. R is non-zero. No, it is 0. So it decides to come out. And before coming out, it will increment value of R by 1. And then printf /n %r. So value of R is 1. मी परत सांगतो. चेक करा. R is -1. So I am using here expression 2. What is expression 2? Okay. Value of R is -1. Expression 1 is missing. So whatever value of R before this, it will take as the initial value. R is -1. R plus plus. So R plus plus means check first value of R, then increment it. So what is value of R? Why R is used? Just for checking the condition. So it will check whether R is non-zero. Yes, R is non-zero. R is non-zero. That means expression 2 is satisfied. This part is over. So your compiler decides to enter into the loop. That means he wants to execute the for loop. But before executing for loop, it increments value of R. Value of R becomes 0. Okay. Then it comes here. Printf %r. What is value of R? 0. So this will print 0. Then expression 3, which is missing, R plus plus. So here it will check value of R. It is non-zero. No, it is 0. So it decides to come out of the loop. Okay, and it becomes 1. And then it comes here. Clear? This is a little bit confusing. Clear? So today we will stop here. There is slightly change from Monday onwards, because from Monday onwards, I think you all will be having 3 lectures. Morning 10 to 11, 11:15 to 12:15, and then 1:45 to 2:45. So we have to conduct lecture after 2:45. So my planning to conduct the lecture is from 3:45 to 4:45. Okay, because I find that time suitable for me. Okay, so From Monday onwards, we will be conducting function topic, which is important for C++, Java and all, because everything nowadays it is object oriented, and in object oriented you must know the function topic. So from Monday onwards, our lecture will be from 3:45 to 4:45. So I will check whether this link is possible to modify just timing. If timing modification is not possible with this link, I will create the new link for from 3:45 to 4:45 from Monday onwards, and that new link will be given to you. Clear? And tell your other friends also that from Monday onwards timing will be 3:45 to 4:45. Thank you very much.